welcome back once again, everybody. We are back live for your 2025 Canadian Women's Championships here at the Hidden Spot, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We have a battle. Denise Bélanger taking on Lan Fong Wanless. Sure to be a bit of a barn burner. And once again, guys, if you can help me out, give that share button the Hulk smash. I would greatly appreciate it. Lan gonna step to the table. She's got the option, ball in hand. The 1-9 combo is there. We'll see whether she decides to exercise the 1-9 combo depending on how it is. One ball with the 1-9 combo, putting the cue ball there could get a little tricky. It's a little close to the work to see the angle. So I really like the fact she's not taking it. Fairly good connected table. 1 to the 3. Got to shoot the gap here between the 4 and the 8. A little bit on the outside. That's going to bring Denise to the table. Open shot here on the 1 ball. And if you can let me know, guys, if my volume is good, if I need it up, down, I would greatly appreciate that as well. This 1 ball just not wanting to find its way into a home. But with that miss, fully eclipsed here for Lan. She could maybe split the window between the 3-8. Some right-hand spin on the cue ball. She could also go 2 or 3 rails in behind for the hit on the 1. Going to require a little bit of a stronger stroke to do that. But certainly a couple of different options. I almost prefer going the 3 rails in behind. Try to hit and stick the cue ball, send the 1 ball all the way up table. Thank you very much, Catman Q, helping me out. Oh, just like that. Just like that. A little bit unfortunate to kind of thin that 1. If it was to hit full in the face, I think she gets the full hit stick and sends the 1 ball up off that top right side rail onto the bottom rail and gets the eclipse. However, caught it a little bit thin. I have no idea how to do it. Yeah. Sorry, guys. They were asking me to put the stream up onto the big screen, and my technical knowledge on that is none. I'm not really sure how to do it. That's been either Steph or Shannon George that puts the stream up. A little bit of a rare miss for Denise there on an open table. So Lan stepping to the table. She's got wide open shot here on the 4. A little bit of a touch roll here. Play the 5 to the bottom right-hand corner. Could draw as well. She does indeed. Draws for the 5 to the right-hand side pocket. Hopefully a little bit of angle. Just play that straight tops off that side rail back out for the 6. The corner bank will also work. Unintentional, but it does work. That is the beauty of 9 ball. In contrast to 10 ball, 10 ball you must call each ball into a pocket, or at least the lowest number ball on the table. In 9 ball, as the saying goes, the slop counts. Nice little touch. So a little bit of nerves here, I would say, for both of these ladies starting off. We'll see that dissipate as they kind of get the elbow grease worked out. Couple of rails around here for Lan. 7-ball top right, a little bit of draw with some left. 2 rails around all the way back downtown for the 8-ball. Could go straight forward. She does just that. Nothing to do here. Pot the 8 straight uptown for the 9 into that top right-hand corner to draw first blood. Caught it a little thick. I'm not sure how to do it. Steph usually does. So we'll see what Denise does here. The option, of course, bank it back or play safe. Does try the bank back. Not the worst case scenario. That makes the pot on the 8 a little bit challenging, especially from that position. Right, nice little pocket weight shot here for Lan, top left-hand corner, just kind of float up to the right-hand side of the table, just about where the head string is. Play the 9-ball into the same pocket. Back cutting to the top right, could do that too. Just got to watch that left side pocket. Tries to power it in, and as we've seen all stream along, if you're going to power, hit the middle of the pocket. Does get the second place prize though. 9-ball fully eclipsing the 8-ball, going in behind the 9. I'm not sure whether that's an option. Let's take a look, see what the side says. Looks like she's going to attempt the masse around the 9-ball, potting the 8-ball. Oh, great shot, Denise. Very well done, well executed. Looks to be 9 straight into that side pocket. Definitely one of the challenges of 9-ball. You got to be able to handle the ebb and flow, the changing of the guard. That can happen per game. It can happen multiple times throughout the game. It is definitely one of the challenges with 9-ball. Got to be able to handle those swings. So Denise Belanger drawing first blood. Lan coming up to rack. She'll lead off with the break for rack number 2. And I got to give a shout out and a thank you to Dave. He found me a chair with some padded cushion. I've been sitting on a high back wood chair for the last 2.5 days, and it's not been easy. I can tell you, not been easy at all. But he found me a high back with some padding on it, so all the difference in the world. Thanks a million, Dave. You just saved my back and my legs. Crush break. So if you're just tuning in with the break, they are spotting or racking with the 9 on the spot, 2 in the back, making it a little bit more challenging.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks.
Looks like a 1-7 potential. Nope, 1 went straight past. 3 ball looking to be the challenge. Tied up here, 3, 5, and 8 ball all in the top left-hand corner. And I'm not sure if she can see enough of the 3 for the 3-8 combo. Safety is a little bit challenging. Right, if she can get, just draw off this 2, go straight back to the point she can play the 3 ball off the 8 without touching the 5 ball, stick the cue ball there and just have the 8 ball, or sorry, the 3 ball kind of skiff off that 8 ball, sit behind the 5. Ain't that the truth, Phil? Plays it the other way, and not terrible results, right? It is awfully close to the work with the cue ball, 3 ball. And still some challenges on the table with the 5 and 7 getting locked up. Where are the ladies from? Lan Fong is from Calgary, Alberta. Denise Belanger from the T-Dot. Nope, sorry, Burlington, Ontario. Just outside of the T-Dot. I can tell you with Denise Belanger, her home pool hall that she plays out of is Fragoso's. She plays with a twisted turbo playing cue, has a BK rush and a thumper breaking cue. And then an air rush and the thumper also on the jump cue. Been playing 45 years. I asked her if she wants to give any shout outs. She says to everybody, Mama says she loves y'all and appreciates and thanks you for the support. She is a 5-time Canadian 8-ball champion, 2-time Western Canadian 8-ball champion, and she done sponsors herself. And Lan, based out of Calgary, Alberta, home pocket or home pool hall is the Leather Pocket, and plays with everything Predator. Playing cue, break cue, jump cue, everything Predator. Good hit. Gonna leave this on the rail or just off. And the long bomb for the bomb on this 3 ball. You're all good, Phil. No worries at all. Being a dad myself, I don't mind being parented every now and again. I could elaborate on that, but we'll just leave that one right there.
No, you're on 13, Brittany's on 14.
Rearranging the furniture. 3 ball, definitely hittable. Don't think it passes past that 4 ball. Yeah, Phil, that would be fun. $5.99 and under, 10 ball, 9 ball, 8 ball. I think they should do it for both men's and women's. $5.99 and under, Canadian men's and women's. We can do the amateur version. Yeah, tries to play that 8-3 a little bit tough from the distance between all of those. That will leave Denise with a very cuttable 3 ball. Has to watch, though, that 5-7 sitting up top. That can mess up the plans real quick. 4 ball sitting underneath the 6 ball, just over that left-hand side pocket. Yeah, definitely not with these pockets. These are being extremely stingy. We've seen that ever since we started broadcast on Tuesday morning. And for those just tuning in, I do appreciate it. It's obviously being broadcast throughout the daytime. We've got some pretty decent view numbers. So if y'all would help me out and just smash that share button, I'd appreciate it. So would the ladies. They certainly are deserving of an audience for what it is that they're doing. Uh-oh. Tell me my volume is not messing up, or my sound is messing up. No sound? Tell me it's not so. Okay, thank heavens. So it sounds like, Phil, it might be something on your end, but thank heavens, I just had to cut out on the last stream to shut down and restart everything. Typically, that'll buy me a couple of days for sure. Yeah, it's getting really, really loud in here. They've got music pumping, and obviously with all the pinball machines downstairs, the ladies are kind of starting to roll in. We went from 51 players to 58 players. So more bodies in the room. Yeah, maybe try refreshing your browser if you're having trouble on Facebook. Seems like everything is fine on YouTube. I haven't seen any glitches on my side either. Usually I can tell. I do follow along on both Facebook and YouTube. Seems to be working fine. Denise going to have to manufacture the bank shot here. Bank the 7 top right-hand corner. Kind of stick the cue ball there. Long stretch here for Lan. Yeah, so if it's good now, I'll kind of repeat myself for those having issues with the stream. If you're on Facebook, just shut it all down on your guys' end. Close out of Facebook. You might have to restart phones and what have you. I'm kind of following along. Because the upload capacity that we have here is way more than what we require. So it might be a Facebook thing. Other option is head on over to YouTube. The channel there seems to be working out just fine. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be cutting out at all on YouTube. So if you are tuned in on Facebook, head on over to YouTube. Seems to be working well. Could be just a Facebook issue at this point. All my indicators here don't show any issues whatsoever. And I want to check one thing here. Okay, that's good. And that's good. Okay, good. Yeah, Phil, let me know. Let me know if it works out and everything stays good, because if so, I can let everybody know to do the same. And I totally missed. I was totally watching the comments. I'm assuming Denise won that last game. Nope, I'm wrong. Shows as 1-1 on their scoreboard, so must have been Land that won that. And just while Denise is finishing up, I'm going to give you guys the full rundown of all of the sponsors involved in the Canadian Women's Championships. I've got graphics for each one of them, but if you recognize any of those, if you could do me a huge favor, not just for me, but not just important for me, important for the event and our industry. If you recognize any of those sponsors, make sure you reach out, hit them up on their social media, let them know that they're getting seen. That goes a long, long ways to keeping those sponsors interested in coming back again. I would appreciate it. Huge testament there for Joanne as well. Went out again. Must be a Facebook issue. If you are having issues on Facebook, just head on over to YouTube. Seems to be running glitch free. Yeah, it seems to be kind of location dependent. I'm in Calgary, and my Facebook's run without a hitch. Looks like Facebook in Penticton running well. And Rob, when you go onto Facebook, onto YouTube, it'll just say live chat. Just click on the live chat, and that'll give you the drop down. Perfect. Thanks, Terrence. Kind of tells me that it's a little bit of a potential Facebook issue. Which, believe me, is a sigh of relief for me. I just shut down the volume, went a little bit wanky, caught a cold there for a minute or two, but shut down on the last stream, got it all corrected. Uh-oh. Oh, very unlucky for Denise there. That's going to bring Land to the table with ball in hand and a fairly good run of the table here. 5 to the 6 might be the trick. Kind of float 5 into the side. Try to end off between the 8-9 for the 6 to the right corner. Could also just draw this and play the 6-7 combination. Yeah, it gives the 9 a little bit of a bump. That will also work. So a little bit more of an angle here than I think she wanted. It will still work. She can put some good left-hand spin on this, even if she connects with the 9. 7 ball is fairly close to that pocket. Oh, that will also work. Although, oh, maybe the 6 goes. The dynamics of 9 ball, you gotta love it. Misses the 6, but makes the 7. The positive side for Lan is the 6 is kind of hanging out in that side pocket. And I think a 1-rail kick here would be appropriate. Fairly simple kick here. She is going to the shorty. Races to 7, so on the right-hand side of the scoreboard there, Jack, you'll see RT7. That means race to 7, and the score is indeed 1 apiece. Lan going airborne. Up and over the 9 ball, cutting that 6 into that left side pocket. Wow. Gets the hit, but it doesn't go. How does that happen? Somebody needs to explain that to me. Yeah, no worries at all. Mama Bear misses on the back cut 6 ball, but leaves that cue ball right tight to the rail. So Lan's going to be shooting off the beach and a fair distance from that cue ball to 6 ball. And even at that, she's going to have to try to float this. I don't think powering this in is going to work, as we've seen the entire time. Trying to power those in, unless you hit the heart of the pocket, that table's just not giving it up. So once again, I'll just let everybody know, if you're tuned in on Facebook and things are freezing up for you, you can head on over to YouTube. That seems to be running smooth as butter. Seems to be a little bit of a Facebook issue going on. So depending on where you're tuning in from on Facebook, you may or may not experience a few lags and delays. It's certainly not on our side of the coin. When I did the internet speed test, our kind of minimum is 7 megabytes per second upload, and it has well over 100. So we are more than good here. Just on the outside, caught the horn. That will leave Lan. The 8 ball cut into that left-hand side pocket. She could go to the top corner. Top corner would give her a better positional shot on the 9 ball. Indeed she does. I think that was the smart shot for sure. Cutting that 8 into the side pocket, you kind of lose the cue ball a little bit. Oh, she caught her a little thick, a little bit on the right-hand side. Forced the 9 into the rail and back out. Just catching the horn of the pocket. The good news, bad news, depending on your perspective, Denise has a bank shot here, but nothing to it but to do it. Just like that. That's how it's done. Really nice shot on the bank shot. And if you have not been to the Leather Pocket, if you are in and around the area, come on down. Jam Up apparel in the house. Very, very rare that we get to have Jam Up with a booth in Canada. Also, Canadian pricing, $75 for one of the jerseys, as opposed to $70 USD plus shipping. So very well priced. So you walk in there, walk in through the main, keep walking, you walk into the 7 foot, you come upstairs, that's looking down on everything. And then we are into the 9 foot area. So that's the quick down and dirty tour. Had to run through it quick because that was coming back to the table to break. Yeah, with authority for sure. Look at this break. Look at this break. And a fairly well-connected table. Right? 3-ball might be a little bit tougher to get to off the 2, depending on the position she plays. Right? But everything from there, from 3 to 5, 5 to 6 could get tricky, right? It's all the way up and down table. Yeah, this is nice. This is not terrible. She can chop that in. Some left-hand spin on the cue ball underneath the 3. Let the cue spin take effect off the bottom rail. She goes forward with it. Not sure whether she's going to be able to see the whole 3-ball here. She can probably see the hit on the 3. I don't think she can see the make. Yes, she sure could. Completely deceiving. I didn't think she could see the make on that. She proved me wrong. And Paul just messaged me and he says, I think you said Leather Pocket, and I apologize for that. Freudian slip, conditioned response. Take your pick as to which one it was, but we are not there. We are at the Hidden Spot in Calgary, Alberta. And finding our way through this one. Gonna have to bring a shot here, though. Either a safety or a kick. She could go the short rail kick, try to pocket the 6 into that bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, it looks like she's playing the safety here. I was going to say, you got to watch out for that 8-ball. That 8-ball sticking its nose in the game, not working out. And we've seen that fairly consistently throughout the morning. 6-ball seems to be the ball that messes up the plan. Nice little punch draw here. Wants that to hurry up a bit. Just get off the rail. Yeah, she's sitting good there. A little bit of distance. Gonna have to pot this one from uptown. But nothing to do with the cue ball. I would just hit and stick right there. Really, you don't need to do very much of anything. Could slow roll it, right? I don't mind putting it in with a little authority and just sticking it. Nicely done. Perhaps a little too good. Found the sweet spot, and with the speed of these tables being reclothed, brand new, Simonis 860 HR, they are playing like greased lightning. Just missing that bank shot. Just kind of caught the edge of the horn on that shot. Didn't miss it by much, that's for sure. But that will bring land to the table. Fairly routine finish up for her. She'll play cleanup. I believe 8 and 9 both in the same pocket, but can't quite tell the angle. Yeah, 8 and 9, same pocket. Just watch the side. I must be given a really strong commentator's curse in this match. And with Denise kind of on the 50-yard line for her, she can choose either the left side pocket or down into the corner. Down into the corner it is to extend the lead 3-1. Denise Belanger over Lan Fong Wanless. Almost twisted my tongue right there. So let's give you a few close-up views of our sponsors involved for your Canadian Women's Championships. And again, I can't say it enough, and I can't express it enough, that if you recognize any of these, please search them out on your social media. Give them a little bit of love. Let them know that they've been seen. Try to utilize any of the services they offer, if at all possible. Not saying you have to, but at the very minimum, give them a little bit of love. Let them know that they've been seen. That definitely goes a long way, not just for this event, but again, anytime you come across sponsors, give them a shout out, go onto their social media, so on and so forth. That always helps in bringing sponsors back in. So that was about half. So I'll get through the other half here on the next rack. That way I know I've done my due diligence. And if you'll help me out and just give them a little love, I would really appreciate that. Mama Bear coming with the break. I was going to say, did the 8-ball stick its nose in the way? Or does she have full hit? Rock solid, says Denise on the back of her shirt. Love it. And I got to ask everybody, where's everybody tuned in from? Where are you watching from? Your couch or your bed does not count. What city are you in? And again, we've seen it more often than not. Those corner pockets are just as stingy as they get. And an important game here for Lan. She doesn't want to be down 4-1 against an opponent like Denise. Florida tuned in. We appreciate you, Susie. Right, fairly connected table. 5-ball is just past enough of the side pocket. It is potable. But again, corner pockets are just stingy. Kiss Me Florida in the house. How are you, Kathy? Once again, good to see you. Ontario for Carrie. Dan Clark, my recliner. Hope things are as good today for you, my good man, as they were yesterday. Good friend of mine, Dan Clark, tuned in on YouTube, went in for shoulder surgery on Monday. And kind of a miracle, not experiencing very much pain at all, in fact, which is rather odd. Lodgepole, Alberta in the house. Catman Q, gotta love the name. Nice little floater here. Caught it just a little bit thick. Fatima tuning in, Hamilton, Ontario in the house. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you have not done so already, if I can be so bold as to ask if you could help me out and smash that share button. If you're tuned in on YouTube, do me a favor, like the stream as well. That helps get it noticed. Have a few more join in. I would appreciate it. Temple, Texas joining us. How are you, Jerry? Appreciate you. Alligator Alcatraz for Patricia. And Etobicoke in Tirana, the T-Dot. Appreciate you tuning in, Jack. Land with the long bomb here. Shaving that 6 into the bottom left-hand corner. That's the shot. Needs this to bounce a touch off this end rail. Sitting dead perfect on the 7. Maybe just a touch draw here. Maybe a half ball rotation that will help put that 8-ball top right hand. I don't know that she's got the angle to go into the top left hand, and if she tries to do too much on this with any kind of power, we've seen it all the time. These just get spit out. They get rejected. That will do. Top right hand corner, nice little draw to the left side, right above that side pocket. And just out of touch, she'll have the 9-ball down to the bottom right hand corner. Cheering for Denise back in Newfoundland, says David. David and Mom. Very, very good. Gerald says, I'm in the belt buckle of the Bible Belt. And it's definitely one of the... Whoa. Land comes with a stinger. Just slams it in, gets dead perfect shape for the 9 to the left side pocket. She comes with a howitzer. Very well done. What a shot from Land. She will not go quietly into the afternoon. Equal to the task, she says. Beautiful shot. All right, let's continue on with our sponsors. Let's get through this other half here real quick. Again, the Hidden Spot, Jam Up Apparel, they have a code for you as well up until the end of day Sunday. If you're looking for some new pool gear, use code CSL20, all caps. That will get you 20% off anything and everything on the website. And once again, guys, if you do recognize, even if you don't recognize any of them, do me a favor, search them out, give them some love. I would appreciate that. And I'll tell you what, that's got to feel good if your LAN add a little bit to the confidence. Kind of gets you back into the game, and that one was an important game for Lan. I think if she goes down 4-1 to Denise, she would be in tough. (3-2) still anybody's game from here. Tries the slow roller. Look out. Side pocket. Denise is going to want to move the rack out of the way for certain. And I don't know whether she's got the full hit on the 2 or not, and that can be a very, very dangerous shot, right? Depending on the speed she hits this at, there is potential for the cue ball to kind of push through the 2 off the 5 and scratch. We don't want to see that. If she goes to the left side rail, that can also be somewhat dangerous, having the cue ball off the rail, off the 2, and find that corner pocket. She going 3 rails around the 8 or 4 rails? This would be unreal. 4 rails around the 8 ball. Or, sorry, that was the 4 ball. Man, I would have loved to have seen it just to miss the 4. I wanted to see how close she was going to get there. Really good thought process, though, from Denise there. To look at that and go, yeah, this is a 3 or 4 rail shot behind the 4 ball. That is showing the experience level of Mama Bear right there. Patricia is saying or predicting, one of the two, that we're going to go hill. Well, I wouldn't mind that. I don't think either one of these ladies want to go hill, but as a commentator, and I'm sure the audience, we don't mind hill. Get full value. Yeah, a little bit high on the cue ball here. but it is still cuttable using the bridge and the stretch for Lan. Pretty auto shape on the 4 here. Doesn't want to overhit this. Nice shot here all the way uptown, back down about halfway. Oh my. Connected with that 4 ball. Cue ball fouls only in here and in 10 ball. So cue ball fouls only. Denise says, nah, leave it there. It's all good. Denise does have the option to put that 7 ball back where it was. And I think I might. If I was Denise, I might move that 7 ball back. Right, and I get it at this point. She's in tough on this 3. Going to try to play safe. Oh, very nice. Now I see the method to the madness in leaving the 7 ball. And keeping an eye on Brittany Bryant, who is currently playing right now. She is up 3-1. I believe it's Yvette Capo that Brittany is playing. Oh. Really nice attempt there by Lan to get up and over. Did not miss that 3 by much, I can tell you. Really, really great attempt. But it does earn Denise Belanger ball in hand on the 3 ball. 3 connects to the 4. 4, 6, 7, and 8 all in the same vicinity as well as the 9 ball. So pretty connected table here. I think natural angle here. She goes straight tops right through, splits the window of the 6-9 and back. Back up table. Just like this. Very well done. I believe 6 passes the 8. It must if she played it like that. Oh yeah, well done. Well done, Denise Belanger. Might be a little too straight here. Yeah, tried to get it forced in there, and as we've seen, you try to force a ball into a corner pocket, it's going to get rejected. Nope, not at all what that means. Cue ball fouls only is cue ball foul only, period. Look outside pocket. Gets flirty with it. Double horn sticks for the shape on the 8 ball. Nice little bump in the rump. Cue ball pushing that 9 ball up table. And again, full choice here for land. She can either pot that into the left side pocket or into the top left-hand corner. Looks like she is going left-hand side pocket. Steady Eddie, double horns. Double horned it. Denise gets to walk up and play cleanup. And again, to extend the lead by 2. And indeed does just that. So I've asked a couple of streams now. I'm going to ask in this one too, with the 2025 Canadian Women's Championships, 3 disciplines, 10 ball, 9 ball, 8 ball. We crowned the 10 ball champion last night. That happened to be the one and only Miss Brittany Bryant. Runner-up going to Naomi Williams. So the question that I have is, are we going to have a Triple Crown winner? Which would mean Brittany Bryant would have to win all 3 disciplines. Is that what you figure is going to happen? And it looks like these ladies went for a quick little break. Perfect. They went on a quick break. I'm going to let you answer that question. I'm going to run away, and I will be right back. I'm going to go take a quick break as well, and I'll be right back with you. All right, I'm back with you. Denise is back, just waiting for Lan. And I believe we were on a question of, is it a Triple Crown winner, or are we going to have winners in different winners in the next two, the 9-ball and the 8-ball? Catman Q, really the only one that's given an answer for so far. He says, the way I see her playing so far, she's got it, the Triple Crown. Really nice break there from Denise. I believe she is on the 1 ball. Let's check and see what the side view says. See if it tells us any differently. Oh no, she's in good. In good. Not sure if the 2 passes 7 into the side pocket or not. Trying to hold for the 2 into the top side as we're looking at it. Can be challenging. Comes across, needs that to come out just a little farther. She'll be okay from there. A little bit of a challenger, little tester. And then test it again, even if she does make it. If it goes past the 8, it is definitely a lot of pressure to put on one lady, but she is the #1 ranked player in all of Canada, and she's pulled it off. Not last year, but the year before. Last year, I think she ran into sorry guys, had a cough there. Seem to have a little bug in my throat that doesn't want to leave me alone. So last year she ran into the monkey wrench, Miriam Lafranchise. And hopefully I'm not bastardizing that too much. Miriam became just one of my all-time new favorite players. And I know she's well known out in Eastern Canada, in Montreal. But I had never seen nor heard of her prior to last year, and I'll tell you what, I absolutely love her game. The style that she plays, just ultra smart, really aggressive pool. It's my favorite kind of pool to watch and to commentate on. So tricky little combo here for Lan. It doesn't look like that 3-6 is separated by much, but let me give you the side view. And it's actually quite a bit. And the 3-ball is on the rail more than the 6. 6 is just off the rail. Yeah, made good connection on that 3-ball, but with the 6 being just off the rail a touch, made that a little challenging. Oh yeah, most certainly. But again, right, with the experience that Britt has, she's been in that spot so many times. I mean, she's got so many titles under her name. She's 23, now 24-time Canadian women's champion. And then the list just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. So she's certainly well acclimated to being under the gun and under the pressure. And then you get the the likes of another one, right? Like Naomi Campbell, well-seasoned player, tons of titles. She's an 11-time Canadian women's champion. And then, again, same thing. The list just goes on and on and on and on. And then you got the likes of, Joanne Ashton, Kathy Metzinger, Vera Menard. There's so many lady players here that are looking to throw a monkey wrench into it. And I'm just excited to see it. This is one of my favorite events every year, and I look forward to it every single year. This will be my last one, but I'm certainly had looked forward to it every single year. I think the ladies, the men need to take a page or two out of the ladies' playbook here. Would that be a Crown Royale? Most certainly. Up and over here for Lan. Tough jump shot. Could see both the cue ball and the 3-ball leaving the table here. Very tough to keep these both on the table. But absolutely spears it. Really, really well done. Denise may have to go to the short stick herself. And look at this. If she can spike in this jump shot and stick that cue ball, that 4-9 combination's looking awfully tasty. I think really it's going to be a race to the 4. Oh, sorry, that's the 7. My mistake. I thought that was the 4 ball. It is not. That is the 7. So race to 7. I would tend to think, at least at this point. Good effort, very solid. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Denise knows it. And again, now we saw Lan have a similar attempt earlier with a 3-9 or a 9-ball combination for the win. She chose not to, and I don't mind her just potting the 3 here, right? Even if she drew back straight to where she's at right now. Now, what might change that decision is the 6-ball. 6 is in tough. She does have a 6-9 combo, but if you're going to play the 6-9 combo, yeah, she does go after it. And I think that was the right choice. Given that you were going to have to play a combination either way, whether it's the 3 or the 6, now it could be argued that maybe the 6-ball gave a little bit better of an option for the combo. Oh, great shot here, Denise. Doesn't want it to drop, though. Harris says, what's the race to? So on the right side of the scoreboard, you're going to see RT7 stands for race to 7. And it'll be, I believe, an extended race down to once you hit the final 16 and then extended once again for the finals. I'm just not sure what that's going to look like. I would suppose it would have to do with the time frame. One rail kick here for Lan. Just a little bit of right-hand spin just below that left side pocket. She goes above. That will earn Denise the ball in hand, and a really well-connected table here. 6 does pass 7 now down to the bottom right-hand corner. Ooh, came out a touch too live off of that. Yeah, Denise not happy with herself here. She'll regain her composure. Nice little chop straight up and down the table. Yeah, just saw the 6 ball. Now rethinking. Good stand up there, Denise. Good choice to use the rest here. Thought better of just standing up there and trying to spike this 5 in. Given the position of where the 6 is, that's a smart decision. Yeah, now Lan gets to have almost the same type of shot here. And again, it's so tricky with the 8 and 9 being where they're at. Typically, you want to come down table, go back up to gain position, but with the 8 and 9 there, it makes it a little bit more difficult to execute. And so I'm not sure, guys, whether the issues on Facebook have depleted, but if you are running into any stream issues, whether it's choppy, so on and so forth, it seems to be a Facebook thing. Just head over to the YouTube channel under the same name, Q Sports Live. Seems to be running really smooth there. So if you notice any glitches or anything on Facebook, just jump on over to YouTube. Oh my word. I'll tell you, these corner pockets are not giving up anything. And super, super slick. All of these tables just recloth with Simonis 860, I believe. And then on top of that, throw in a new set of balls for every table. And then you may as well triple that up with these corners not really wanting to give up much. It is challenging to say the least. 9-foot diamonds, 4 1/4 pockets, just not wanting to give it up. An attempted safety, I believe that was. Trying to tuck in behind the 7 ball. Didn't quite execute that one. Got to be wary of the 9 ball here. Don't get stuck behind it. Nope. Nope. I knew it as soon as she hit it. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't say no right away like that. But with what we've seen out of these corner pockets, if you're not hitting center pocket, it's not going. And so I think mentally, you know, whether now there are a couple of new players here for 9 ball. We went from 51 players in 10 ball now to 58 in 9 ball. So Lan is one of those. And you've got to make that mental adjustment knowing I got to hit center pocket. And again, the bump in the rump on the 9 ball, pushing it out of the way, sets herself good on the 8 ball. A little bit of distance, but we've seen her spear one of these in before. A couple of racks ago. And I think this is a game that Lan really, really needs. Sitting 4-2, would love to make it 4-3 just to kind of keep herself in it. And again, I have to give her the commentator's curse. But I think this is a game that Lan's going to need. You don't want to be down 5-2 to the likes of Denise Belanger. Right, you start letting Denise run away and let her confidence build up, and she is a dangerous player. Right, and she's just a little bit off, just a touch every time, and those corners just not accepting it. Right, but does get second place prize in the fact that Lan is now tree-topped, shooting over top of the 9 ball. I am just a commentator. Look at this. Does it get to the side? It was close. All right, Denise, let's see it. Smooth it in one time. Nice little touch. You don't have to do much here. Yeah, just a touch outside. And just not accepting anything. These corners are stingy. Right? And it kind of, you know, if you're one of the ladies and you're in playing this, it can dash the confidence, but you have to know this is what the tables are playing like. So it's not just you. It is every lady. They're all aware of it. I've talked to many of the ladies outside, and it's the same on every table, same conditions. So really, you just got to acclimate, right? Try not to do too much. Try not to overhit. Smooth it in. Hit the heart of the pocket. Yeah, same with Lan. Right? Just overhitting, and if you're overhitting and off at all, and touch any side of the pocket, not happening. But for all the attempts that the ladies have had on these 8 balls, they're really not giving much up. Yeah, nice and smooth there. Smart shot, playing the cut shot. See whether Lan can bank this one down to the bottom left-hand corner here. Could chip it too. Chip it and send it back down here to the end rail. Wow. Couldn't quite tell whether she made it or not. She had no reaction to it. I'm going to assume the lack of reaction was based on where the cue ball ended up. Trying to play the safety, the separation. This is going to come up and sit okay for Denise. I would probably say more than likely going to the bottom left-hand corner here for Denise. Didn't miss it by much, but I like the adjustment there. Nice and smooth. Don't try to do too much, too hard. They tend to rattle out. So just kind of back off the speed, back off the amount of spin that you put on the ball, and just try to smooth it in. One bank here for Lan into the side pocket. And that'll end up on the end rail. So they're doing the same thing with the 9 ball that they did with the 8 ball. Not selling out, not giving up much. And a tough shot here for Denise. Trying to bank back to the bottom right-hand corner. Typically you see this double hit and just kind of not go the way you wanted it to go. Yeah, it tries to force it, which is normal. Oh, no. She's done that once she was on the stream another time and did a very, very similar bank. And it's how you have to hit that bank. Right? A ton of top. And it did exactly the same thing. Caught that forward momentum and found its way to scratch. That being said, Lan gets to play cleanup on that rack. Bring herself back into the match here. So if you're just tuning in with 9 ball in this event, it is the 9 ball that is on the break spot, 2 in the back. So it does make it a little bit more challenging in terms of the break. But I think they've acclimated and adjusted really well here. And just as I say that, of course, that good old commentator's curse has to come out. All right, so Denise with an opportunity here. So she's got the 1 ball. She can take that into either one of those top corners. 2 ball and 3 ball hanging out on the left side rail. Four ball up in that top left-hand corner. Kind of hanging out in that vicinity. So, I mean, fairly well connected. Really, two to the 3 could be an issue. I think the 5 will sneak by that 6 ball to the bottom right. Yeah, good shot here. She might have to use the rest just because of the 8 ball. No, she's got a good cue position here. Nice little touch. Oh, no. Played her direct into the rail. However, hasn't left a whole lot here for Lan. She could pot the 2. Getting around for that 3 ball could definitely be a challenge. Perhaps 2 rails thin. Play off the bottom rail, right side rail underneath the 6. And try to get the gap between the 6-9. That is awfully thin. It is doable, but awfully thin. Yeah. Caught that 2 ball a little bit thick. Needed to get a little bit thinner or put a little bit more right-hand spin on that ball. All right, I probably would have went with more right because I'm going to rely on that right-hand spin that as soon as it connects as low as what I can get it on that right side rail, I need that to kick up table and split that gap. Oh, nice attempt. Look out, cue ball though. Into the drink with it. Unfortunate hit there. Made a great hit on the 3 ball. Cue ball found its way into the subway system. 5 and 6 now the issue on the table. 3 to the 4, no big deal. 5 to the 6, not friendly at all. And it looks like Brittany Bryant up 6-2 over Yvette Capo. And I'll keep an eye on one of the hometown matches here. Tony Sakamoto and Joanne Ashton doing battle. They are deadlocked 0-0, just starting up. Try to keep an eye on that for you. For all of our Calgary peeps. Little overcut. This is going to hang out nicely here. Now we're dressed up. Now that table's dressed up. Load that cue ball up with some left-hand spin. Get off that top rail, left side rail. Back across, 6 ball to the bottom left. And from there, we should see Denise regain the 2-game lead here. Yeah, some nice angle here. Doesn't have to do a whole lot with the cue ball. Nice smooth stroke this in. Might have overhit. 8 ball sticking its nose in the game. I thought that 8 ball might have been the help, but instead it was the hindrance. Sticking its nose in the game, eclipsing the 7 ball. We'll see whether she plays the Masse here. She played one earlier. Because I'll tell you, the hit is tough. Could go 2 rails, right? 2 rails up on the top right, or sorry, top rail, right rail. Utilize a lot of right-hand spin here. And try to connect with that 7 ball. Yeah, definitely a roll without the butter. Was she going airborne? Did she grab her? Nope. I thought she grabbed her jump cue. She did not. I wonder if she's going to the end rail and using a little bit of right-hand spin, try to get off that end rail, let that spin take effect and bump the 7 in the rump. She did indeed, but not going to get a rail. Golden opportunity here for Land to square this match up. Just got to smooth this in. Don't try to poke this. Ooh, ooh. That was close. Cut that a little bit too much, but she didn't slam it in, so it did get accepted. But at the same time, now shaping the 9 ball a little bit more difficult. That cue ball carried a little bit more to the right than what she wanted. So we'll see if she comes up with the land special here. Spears this 8 ball in with some draw, with some heavy right, come around 3 rails. Thank you, David. Postmaster back at it.
Do you want to eat the same thing as yesterday? A bigger one? You want something different?
Just give me 1 second here, guys. Putting in my lunch order. All right, back with you. And again, needs this to be smooth. Overcut to the pro side. That's going to land on the beach here for Denise. Gets a little bit off, but that's some distance between the cue ball and that 9 ball. Kind of that awkward distance off the rail. But I guess if there is a positive side to that coin, you're not on the rail. Yep, very well done. Nice and smooth. That is the name of the game. And look at that cue ball travel. Unreal, brand new cloth here. And that cue ball just kept on rolling.
Are they done?
So it looks like Brittany has come out victorious 7-2 over Yvette Capo. Tie ball game between Joanne Ashton and Tony Sakamoto, deadlocked 1 apiece now. And if you are looking for any updates as far as scoring, it is all done through Digital Pool. They have all the scores available. That is the link that I have posted and David posted and I've pinned onto the comments at Q Sports Live on Facebook. You can follow that along throughout the entire journey. Denise just waiting for the player above this table to get finished so she can break in rack number 9. Wow. Absolutely crushes that break. She might have let out a little bit of frustration on that break. She dug down and went into it. A little bit of work to do on the table here. 8-6, kind of muddying up the waters. The 2-4 kind of together. I like the kick and stick here. Kick the cue ball off the top rail, kick the 2 from behind, send the 2 ball back down table, and just stick the 2 ball or cue ball right there. If you get good and you get the full hook safety, great, but I'm just looking at just the separating safety. Instead, stuffs land into the corner pocket. She's going to have to go for the short stick, and I do believe that 2 will go if she can connect on it. Really difficult jump shot, though. Really any shot when you're shooting out of the jaws of the pocket. Pretty difficult. Especially due to the bridge. Oh, really well to get over that. Just caught the 6 ball. And Denise with a really good chance here to pad the lead. Could get herself onto the hill here. Really, really well connected table. This will be the tester, though, from 3 to 4. Smooth in the 3, straight through it, off the end rail, all the way up top for the 4 ball hanging out on that top rail. Yeah, that little bit of left-hand spin on there. Directly into the face of the 9, stunting the forward motion of the cue ball. But that's okay. One more good shot here, Denise. You'll be home free. Super. Tried to super smooth it in with inside juice. And again, right, you see this so often in 9 ball. And you got to be able to kind of stomach all of the different ebb and flow changes, momentum changes. It can happen, you know, in a moment's notice. It can happen multiple times throughout the game. And that's just 9 ball. Not typically do you ever have a full 9-foot shot. Maybe on a snooker table you'd get a full 9-foot shot, but very seldom do you have a full 9-foot. I guess if you go corner to corner, might be more than 9 foot actually. Would have liked to have had that cue ball come over almost another 2 feet. Another 2 feet over on the left would have made shaping up the 8 ball a little bit easier to accomplish. But this can still work. A little bit of right-hand spin. 4 rails around, position on the 8. 1, 2. Needed to connect with that top rail, but caught that 6 a little bit thick. 4 rails here for Denise. Same shot. Or could just go straight up and down. Either which. It is 3 rails. Didn't quite get to the 4th. And that's okay. Denise going to pad the lead. A 3-game lead and on to the hill. On to the hill is Denise Belanger. And again, guys, if you are in the Calgary area, come on down to the hidden spot. Jam Up has a booth here. Very, very rare to have Jam Up with a booth in Canada, but it is here. It is downstairs at the hidden spot. All Canadian prices, 75 bucks Canadian, gets you the jersey. And then if you continue walking on into the hidden spot, these are all of the games downstairs and the 7-foots. You walk on up the stairs, you get the view of the mezzanine. And then on to the 9-foots that we're playing on now. Lan again trying to lean into that one. And look at the spread. Not a single ball touching. Really, really great break. She got a little bit unfortunate. She didn't make a ball, and if she did, the 1 ball up top. But again, that is what happens when you put the 9 ball being racked on the spot and the 2 on the bottom. And if you're not familiar with 9 ball, Denise just called a push shot. So she can send the cue ball really anywhere she wants. Doesn't have to hit a rail if she doesn't want to. Doesn't have to connect with the lowest ball on the table. That rule is only effective after the break. However, your opponent does have the option that if she doesn't like what you left her, she can make you shoot it. It's the ultimate double edge. Separating safety, not terrible. Does leave the 1 bank here for Denise. Given a 3-game spot, I don't mind her going for this. Right, nice little touch draw. Bank the 1. Ooh. Wow. Didn't miss by much there. Lan's got to be careful with that top right-hand corner. Might have to draw on this. Maybe even put a little bit of right-hand spin. Maybe even a draw with some left hand. Go 2 rails out. Maybe even 3 rails out for the 2. Oh, just straight up playing safety. That is going to leak out. That leaves Denise full in on the 1 ball. Definitely some distance here. Lan just looking for a decent shot, decent opener. That's what she's hoping for, as the table's wide open, looking really good. If that 1 ends up holding up, it's not terrible. She can back cut that into that left side pocket. Draw away from that 3 ball, come back up top. And she'll be in on the 2. This might be the chance Lan's been looking for. Stave off elimination on the A side. Doesn't want to head over to the B side quite yet. Nice shot. Really no shot here on the 2 ball. I guess she could thin that into the right side, but you're letting your cue ball loose. That brings in the 8 ball into play. Probably see the safety here. Send the 2 into that 8-7 and just draw behind the 5. That would be a great shot. Just like that. Does leave an open shot, however, for Denise. Gets to see the 2 ball hanging out on the bottom of the table. Can cut that in bottom right, go straight up table for the 3. There's a nice attempted safe there from Lan. Touch over hit, but that's okay. Some distance in between. The attempted kick in the rump from Denise on that 2 ball. Oh, look at this. Lan without any hesitation. And I would assume that is because of the 4, 7, 8 all kind of hanging out. Give this to be sure, Lan. The last thing you want to do is hang that 9 ball and have the 6 stick around there. Well, and I understand why she kind of hit that with a little bit of authority. It was for exactly the reason that I said is if she does miss, you don't want that 9 ball kind of rattling in the pocket.
Grant will be here the whole time. You protect Grant.
I'm now pulling double duty.
Hold on. I'm gonna go.
I'm the guard for some draw plus commentating.
What show was that called? It was Kids in the Hall. Did you watch that? And he's my pen, and you would like he found his favorite pen in the bag, and you would like follow his pen. And you're like, my pen. Oh my god! You'll have to Google it.
Yeah, table's getting a little bit muddy in here now. Kind of chasing this 2 ball around. Playing safety battle back and forth. The chess match, which I don't mind. Kathy Metzinger up 5-1 in her match. Joanne now leading 2-1 over Tony Sakamoto. Nice touch there. Nice touch there from Denise. Excuse me, Lan does have the window, I believe, between the 8 and the 7. She's staring down to see whether she's got the top or the bottom side of the 2. And I don't think she does. I think that is fully eclipsed by the 9 ball. Can she go through the window of the 9-4, use some spin, come off the side rail? Tight shot. Yeah, need a little bit of right-hand spin there. Opportunity for Denise. Could close escrow here. Oh, no. Not what I would be recommending. You got ball in hand, full run of the table. Tough combo from here, but looking to close escrow right now. One shot. And thank you, Mike. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, a couple of attempts at the early wins from both of the ladies here. Not worked out, I think, with ball in hand there, given how the table layout is. I mean, 2 to 3, it's a simple roll up. Right, maybe 3 to 4 was the bother. Can't see that being the issue. 4 to 5, 5 to 6. It's a nice shot. That cue ball needs to roll, though. Sweep. Nice little thinning in here, too. She stood up a little bit in that shot. Would have had some nice position there on the 4, but stood up a little. And that's all it takes. These pockets are just not being generous at all. Denise firing at that bank shot. Wow. And cue ball again, finding a pocket to scratch in. Denise not getting the better of it on those bank shots. Seemingly finding a way to scratch on those almost no matter what she does. Might want to stay away from those banks from this point forward. Haven't been working out for her. Right now she is still in the lead, right? And a fairly good margin. 6 to 3. But if Land finds her groove, that lead can evaporate fairly quickly. Yeah, I like that. 3 to the side pocket. Just a nice little roll up. It's the 4 ball that's hanging out right at the bottom of the table. Slow up, doesn't want to get too close to that rail. That's a nice spot. That's a nice spot. That will do. Draw out of here a couple of rails and go around for the 5 ball into that top left-hand corner. I could go straight up too. Straight up just behind where the 9 ball is, just to the left. Does take a little bit more precision that way. Oh, goes all the way uptown. 5 to the side, I don't mind that either. Nothing to do here, make the 5 to the side, off that side rail and out for the 6 into that top left-hand corner. And just a touch under hit there. Would have liked to have that come one more full rotation out of that cue ball. Grabbing the extension. We'll see if she grabs the rest at the same time. I would assume so. No, full on stretch. That's a better idea. Although I say that as I sit here. But that bridge just does not work well for me. I'm not very good at using the rest. And this could get tricky shaping up the 7 ball here. See if she plays this with just a touch of inside. She doesn't. Goes outside if that ball hurries up. Very, very nice try there. She's still not sitting terrible. 7 ball bottom right-hand corner. Would have liked to have had maybe an ounce more energy just to get that cue ball down a little bit more and off the rail. She'd have been sitting pretty. Nothing to do. Make the 7 off the end rail. Back up. Oh, no. Oh, no. A little out of line. And a window for Denise. And really, again, nothing to do. Pot the 7. Just use natural pocket weight. Pull the cue ball off the rail. 8 can go to the side or the corner. And nice little pause. Nice use of top spin to slow that ball up. Not sure if that's what her intention was, but was a nice shot. Yeah, definitely some ebb and flows on this match, and Denise Belanger with a nice shot on the 8. One more to go to close escrow. 9 ball, right-hand side pocket. It is in, and that is your winner. Denise Belanger, 7-3 over Lan Fong Wanless. A really good effort from Lan there. Could have went a couple of games could have went either way. They went in the favor of Denise. Took full advantage when she needed to. So congratulations, Lan. Not done yet. She'll head over onto the B side and become the B side bandit, B side battler, however you want to phrase it. And with that said, guys, I'm going to shut down. I am going to take a little bit of a break here, eat some dinner, and I'll probably let one round go, and then I'll come back in on the next round. So with that being said, on behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. I will be back here roughly about an hour or so. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you back here then.